Alright guys, welcome to the video, and today we're going to be breaking down Ripple XRP and going over its 250% gain that we've had over the last month of November, and we'll also be looking to break down Ethereum and BTC as well. And I'm going to show you why I think Ethereum is more of the safer bet and the more smarter bet going forward for the next month or two. But just to start off for now, we are going to be starting off with XRP Ripple, and we're going to look here on the monthly time frame. And what we can see here with XRP is we've broken it down very simply here, just so you can understand what's going on. Firstly, let's look at this overall monthly close. So from the top to bottom, we've had a total of a 250% gain, and we closed at about 180% gain. Now this is really important to break down. So what we can see here is that we have two areas of value where we can see XRP potentially stalling and taking a bit of profit. The first one is the initial one here. We can see price pushed up, was unable to sustain that momentum, and then closed below this initial target area which I've outlined here. This is significant because if we were to break above or have a little bit more momentum going forward, I would say with confidence that we'll be looking to see a lot more momentum coming forward with XRP. But for the time being, what this could indicate is that price may be stalling a little bit more, trying to find its feet before it actually moves up for the next leg and potentially pushes up to the inflection point 2, which is about $1. So looking here on the weekly time frame, we can really break this down quite simply of why this happened. From 17th of September in 2018, we have completely just corrected down. Once we kind of decelerated around this area, we broke out, corrected, and then we pushed up to the upside. Now, why this is important is that we can see that once we broke here, we took some time to take a breather before we pushed up higher. Now, this push up here is a 250% gain. So price does not continually just move up higher and higher and higher and higher. You got to look at the market more as like a run or a sprint. So the market sprints, it takes a breather, and it sprints again. So where we want to be now is understanding this breathing point. And now when we're in this breathing point, this is where not a lot of moves really happen. We will see erratic price action going up and down, up and down, up and down. But we're going to be more ranging from different areas of value. Let's just say 70 cents to 50 cents, just for a little bit until the price is ready to take off again. But what this gives us is an opportunity to rebuy at a lower price in order to get in and scale into our positions. Again, for myself anyway, Ripple is more of a long-term investment, while I also do look to trade it long-term as well. So what we can look here as well is by breaking down Fibonacci and seeing where price may actually pull back to. So we can see here at 55 cents, it's actually quite a significant level, with it being at this previous high, as well as 0.382 on Fibonacci. When we go to the daily time frame though, we can see price has actually retested 0.5. So what we can see then is if we go down to the 4-hour time frame, price is now starting to actually come down. So we had this wave 1, wave 2, wave 3. And we can look at this area here being as that floor of where price can pull back to, and we can see price retest this area, look for buying opportunities, and then understand this is probably going to be the low point of the overall price market. So we're looking at about 47 cents. So we want to be buying around here, or at least waiting for some entries to occur, and then taking price to the upside. With that, we can also look at a potential 70% gain from that point. So it's definitely something we want to keep an eye on and just let that kind of progress a little bit, find its feet. Right now, price is taking that breather that I was talking about earlier. So there's nothing to really rush into just yet. If we were just say to break above and then make some sort of continuation, then we can look for entries around here. But for the time being, I think it's best to sit on your hands, wait a little bit longer, let price come to these areas of value, and then get involved in those positions. Now I'm going to be breaking it down between BTC and Ethereum, and why I think going forward Ethereum is going to be a more lucrative investment than BTC will, just for the time being. So I'm going to start off here with BTC. So BTC on the monthly time frame, we have a really nice monthly close. See how strong this close is compared to Ripple. Ripple had, or XRP had, more of a wick, right? So I had a wick through here, close like that, and then that was the candle. This one, however, is completely full. What this shows me is that there's a lot of momentum going into BTC. Now, we want to kind of look where price could potentially pull up to. We could see that the 26,000, 27,000 price range is where we could see the second profit target being taken place here. So when we actually weigh that up though, from let's just say for argument's sake, we buy at all-time highs and we take it to 26,000, that's a 35% gain, right? Now let's go to Ethereum. So with Ethereum, we have the all-time highs up here, and we also have the take profit area here. So what we mean by that is similar to Ripple, how I showed you previously, is that we're expecting price to come up to this area being 850, and then we're looking for people to take profit. What I mean by take profit is people are buying in these regions, and when it comes to here, they get to sell and take the profit from the market. So they'll take the profit, price will come down, it will stall, take a breather, as I mentioned earlier, and then people look to rebuy here while claiming those profits here, and then targeting up here. Like I said, the market moves in ebbs and flows. Impulse, correction, impulse, correction. So why I want to bring your attention to why Ethereum is more of a better bet than BTC is BTC is at all-time highs. For price to go to that next target point being 26,000, that's a 35% gain. For Ethereum going to its first inflection point, that's a 45% gain. And if Ethereum was to go to all-time highs, it's 162% gain. So you can see the difference, that it's a lot easier for Ethereum to get to its all-time highs than it is for BTC to make 162% gain from 18,000. So if we were to break that down a little bit more, we push price all the way up, all the way up, all the way up. We can see that for price to get 146% gain, price needs to get up to 45,000. So it's a lot easier for Ethereum to get to 1,500 than it is to BTC to get to 46,000. But that doesn't mean that BTC isn't something that we shouldn't pay attention to. It's that we want to wait for that pullback. So we want to wait for price to come back to these regions here, potentially. So 0.382 and this previous high point, and we could potentially see price pull back to about 14,000. We can then look to buy from these areas, and then from there to 26,000, you're looking at an 88% gain. So that's that difference in just waiting for price to kind of find its feet a little bit and then going from there. Now, obviously, this is more of a long-term view, and this is also trading from a more standard market approach. Cryptocurrency is a little bit different. Markets move 10 to 20% daily. So with that, you really have to approach the market in a different way, and things can change every single day. So it makes the market exciting, but it also means you have to really be prepared and know what you're doing. So it's important to know how to break down the charts in a very simplistic way, so you're not too overwhelmed with everything going on. So just to recap, XRP, we're looking for XRP to pull back to around 45 cents, and then we will look to get involved in those positions. Ethereum is how we want to see push up a little bit more. It has a little bit more room to breathe. It has made a lot of gains as of late, but there is also showing a lot of potential for further upside. BTC is also showing really strong upside potential with that amazing monthly close. However, we also have to be a bit careful, as we could just be maybe stalling and taking a breather for a few weeks as well. So if you enjoyed these little technical lessons and these breakdowns and you found them helpful, and you have anything to add in terms of a comment or your opinion on everything, please let me know in a comment below, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And if possible, leave a subscription and a like.